It is game week 29 free hit time. Let's take a look at my squad to see how we're lining up ahead of that Saturday deadline. Now, of course, you can see my entire team here, but I'm going to go through it in sections of players, starting with the goalkeepers, Flecken in goal and Kaminski on the bench. Flecken, for me, and Brentford as a team have the best clean sheet odds for this game week. So for me, probably a must-have pick, at least is a defender or goalkeeper, at least one Brentford asset in there, covering all of the teams in a way, apart from, of course, having a Forest defensive asset. For me, Kaminski's on the bench purely because I think Forest will actually be quite good going forward against Luton. I mean, we've just seen Bournemouth come back from a 3-0, 3-0 at half time it was, deficit, and won the game 4-3 against Luton. So we know Luton are leaking goals at the moment, and I think Forest are going to play a big part in that as well. So is Kaminski going to be the best choice? Probably not, but is he the second best choice this game week? Most likely. I'm not going to pick Vicario because I want 3 outfield players for Spurs. You're going to get more value for what you're putting in to them, in my opinion anyway. So yeah, Flecken in goal has to be the one. Reguilon at the back. Another reason, clean sheet points could be there for Brentford, although it's very unlikely that clean sheet will happen at all this week. Brentford have the best chance, therefore I'm going to double up on Brentford. Seeing on the bench, of course, Alex Moreno. It's a minutes risk. I don't know whether it's starting or not. Does he have the ability to get assists? Yes. Is he going to get the minutes? We don't know. Maybe we can find out a little bit more information before the deadline and maybe make a choice in that sense, but yeah, I'm not too sure at the moment. So Reguilon gets to start. Doughty and Porro probably guaranteed picks for the defenders. Doughty putting up really impressive numbers in terms of assists. Pedro Porro just back from injury, and of course takes some set pieces with Maddison alongside him, taking some as well. So his assist threat is there. He gets involved, has the odd shot, which is quite fun. So yeah, the defenders and goalkeepers, pretty happy with those. Alex Moreno on the bench because he's a minutes risk. Midfielders is a little bit more interest, and of course you've got your more template picks with Heung-min Son and James Maddison. I think we know what we're expecting from the Spurs game. Really attacking, really positive football. Son and Maddison probably highly involved in the attacks. Therefore, you're going to really go and pick them. Although I do like the idea of maybe a triple midfield Spurs. Maybe a Son, a Maddison, Kulusevski or Brennan Johnson. You know, Brennan Johnson explosivity, and Kulusevski, of course, being really skillful and can be at times a little bit of a nuisance for teams. But I like the idea of having Pedro Porro there, of course. Potential clean sheet there for Spurs, so taking advantage of that in the back line is probably necessary, and why I haven't gone for triple Spurs midfield. Elanga and Bailey, I'm going to group these two together because these are more risky picks in my opinion. Are the minutes going to be there for them? Probably yes, and that's why they're in my team. But there's always that little risk that they could be taken off if they're having a bad game or something just not going their way. They're probably one of the first few names that their managers will pick to take off. Aston Villa have Diaby they could put on for Bailey, and also other really good players. Let's say they're a few goals ahead or a goal or two ahead. He can easily be pulled off and someone else put on in his place. Elanga, similar, not many minutes in his last game week if I remember correctly, although he does have a lot of minutes for Forest. Morgan Gibbs-White has more minutes for Forest than pretty much any Forest player, I think, so he could be the more secure player you pick. But is he going to get a lot of returns against a Luton defence, Gibbs-White? I'm not too sure. It depends on the position he has played and other factors. But yeah, a more consistent minutes base. Morgan Gibbs-White is your player for Elanga. But that explosivity from Elanga is really attractive to own. And of course, Bailey offers pretty similar things to Elanga. That explosivity. And of course, in conjunction with Watkins, we've seen it before. They work really, really nicely together. Bowen, one person I haven't spoke about. The Aston Villa, it's kind of, I'm not too sure about Bowen. I think he can be involved in the attacks. But Aston Villa, are they just going to hold West Ham off and have a really good game, or are they going to be leaky and just have problems like they have been doing? I'm not sure, but I know for a fact Bowen is going to be highly owned, and I want to be a part of that in a way to protect my, rank getting to around 200k in the world at the moment, but also have a good chance of attack and returns of Bowen as well. But yeah, the midfield, super happy with. A few risky picks here and there, Alanga and Bailey perhaps, but overall not too risky. The risk has been controlled, but yeah, really happy with the midfield. Now, the forwards, let's quickly talk about it. Tony with the Burnley fixture, of course, could be absolutely massive and a potential really good captaincy shout, but I'll speak more about captaincy in just a second. Watkins, Mr. Consistent in a way. He's scoring goals again, he's getting involved, and yeah, the minutes are there for him, absolutely. There's not really worry there for me, although when you look at the bench for Iwani, is he going to get the minutes? No, that's why he's on the bench. Although a good pick, in my opinion. The minutes risk, again, is prevalent. You've got the likes of Chris Wood, and you've got Origi to worry about as well. But, yeah, the forwards, I think, real class you've got up top there. Tony and Watkins, amazing English strikers. Probably Watkins going to be in an England shirt very soon if he keeps up this form. Maybe Tony's got a point to prove, but captaincy, let's quickly chat on that. Bailey, Tony, Alanga, and Son are really the four options that I want to go for. Watkins, I would consider for a captain, but the player that I like the most for captaincy is probably Ivan Toney. I think the absolute class, the elegance of Ivan Toney, the penalties, could be absolutely massive this game week, so I don't really want to miss out on that. But Heung-min Son is going to be a heavy favourite, and of course last week he hauled a little bit, given 17 points after Aston Villa got a red card, that was. So if that didn't happen, would I be considering Son for a captaincy? Yes, 100%. We know the quality of Son, so yeah, Son's going to be popular for captaincy, but do I want to be a bit different and go for Tony? I think I do. But yeah, overall, the whole team I'm super happy with. I think I've got to kind of control risks, get differentials in, and really take advantage of this Game Week 29 free hit. Hopefully you've enjoyed today's video, and if you have and you're still watching to this point now, please consider dropping a like and a subscribe. Hopefully as well, the camera quality of this video does look a little bit better than normal, just using my new camera. So yeah, let me know what you think of that in the comments. But that is everything for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye for now.
Bye.